What is going on, you guys? Steve with the video for you today. So today we're going to be doing a PC video. And let's tap right into the cards. Here we got the 1970. This is the Topps Sporting News All-Star card of Juan Marichal. And this is PSA DNA certified autograph. And right there you can see the autograph in bold pen. I know a lot of people like marker on their autographs, but with these older cards, I actually don't mind the pen on them. Pretty basic, and you can really read the autograph, where the markers can sometimes just run the letters together. So yeah, there is his autograph. A little bit about Marichal. He had 243 career wins, 2,303 strikeouts. He pitched 244 complete games, and he had a career ERA of 2.89. Crazy ERA, really. That's something else there. But yeah, there is the Marichal autograph. Let's go on to his 1961 Topps rookie card. So there is the 61 Marichal rookie. He was also a 10-time All-Star, and he's on the Giants Wall of Fame, and he was inducted into Cooperstown Hall of Fame, the Baseball Hall of Fame, in 1983. I know I hear a lot of kind of in between with the 1961 Topps card. A lot of people love him, a lot of people don't like him. I'm kind of one of those in the middle. I think there is some pretty nice images that can pop out of the 61 Topps, but there's also some pretty, like, what in the heck type photos. They're just pretty generic. I think Marichal sits somewhere in the middle. It's a nice image of him overall, but overall, I don't know. It's just all right. So there is the 61 rookie card of his. Moving right along to the 1934 Gaudy of Irvin Pete Fox. So this is probably my favorite set pre-1952 Topps. I don't know, it's got a lot going on overall, but at the same time, it's pretty basic. I like the, where it says Lou Gehrig says down there, and I don't know, just kind of really dig that set for some reason. And a little bit about Pete Fox. So he's mostly a right fielder for the Detroit Tigers and the Red Sox throughout his career. He had 1,678 hits, 65 home runs, scored 895 runs, and he stole 158 bases. He also had a career batting average of 298, and he's a one-time All-Star. And, it's kind of nice seeing these kind of guys pop up in videos when I see him. I know Mitch over at White Sox Collector, he does, he'll spotlight guys that aren't the usual suspects, so that's always nice to see. Learn a little bit about players who some of us have no idea about. Here is the 1953 Bowman black and white card of Andy Pafko. I know Bowman color gets most of the love, but it's black and white can hold their own too, in my opinion. And the Pafko is pretty nice. And a little bit about Pafko: he's a 5-time All-Star, and he's a Cubbies Hall of Famer. So there is the 53 Bowman Pafko. Let's go on to, here is the 1960 Topps card of Milt Pappas. So Milt Pappas had 209 career wins, and he's also an Orioles and Cubs fan favorite when he played for those teams. He was also a 3-time All-Star. Now, 1960 Topps, I really dig this set with the the Orioles logos there, and I always like the images on the 60 Topps. So there is the Pappas 60. Moving right along to the 1973 Topps card of Roberto Clemente. So this was the last card of Clemente, and as many know, he passed away in 1972 in a plane crash. And I always just kind of find it kind of funny how Topps does the, even though these guys no longer played, and obviously 1973, there's a card of them. I don't know if that's because they're relating to last year or what the overall situation is. I know they did that with quite a bit of players. I remember Alex Gordon seeing his right after he retired. So just kind of funny to see that. Mantle, I know, same thing with the 69. So yeah, there's a 73 Clemente. I just don't know if they're dedicated in 1972, how all that works. Moving right along to the 1976 Kellogg's card of Thurman Munson. This is probably my favorite Kellogg's card, the year overall. I just like the white border and then the red, white, and blue. And, that is the Munson card. Munson, all-time great Yankees catcher. And, some people say he should be in the Hall of Fame. Also died very young in a plane crash. Here is the 1984 Topps card of Ryne Sandberg. So Ryne Sandberg, obviously one of the greatest second basemen to play the game, and huge Cubs fan favorite, and Cubs Hall of Famer, and Major League Baseball Hall of Famer in Cooperstown. And I know he's battling cancer right now, and hopefully it all gets better. And he's got many years left with us. So there is the 84 Topps Sandberg. Here we got the 1988 Score Kirby Puckett card. Kirby Puckett, Minnesota Twins, all-time great, and Cooperstown outfielder as well. And I don't know, this 88 Score set, it's, got those wild colors of yellow, purple, and blue. I think there's even a green in there, a red. They just had all those fun colors. So yeah, there is the 88 Score of Puckett. Now we're in the 90s. Here's the second year card of Craig Biggio. Now, what I find kind of interesting is, I'm kind of guilty of this. I talk a lot about how much I just love the 90s inserts. And what gets kind of lost in the shuffle overall as a collector, in general, is the base cards of the 90s. And, this Biggio is just a fantastic looking base card with the blue skies and the blue uniform. And I always like the Astros colors, and everything just works so well with this Biggio card. Same thing with Trammell, man. This is the 1992 Topps card of Alan Trammell, and what most people see in this card is just a standard 90s base, junk wax era, Alan Trammell later years. How many? He's probably close to 15 years into his career in this card, but, he's winding it down. And, I just see, a future Hall of Famer and a huge Detroit Tigers fan favorite card, not like a 90s standard junk wax card. And I don't know, just really like that. So there is the Trammell. Now we're in the early 2000s. Here's the 2001 Topps Heritage card of Mark Grace. So, Topps did a lot right back in the early 2000s, and I think Heritage was a right move by them, and really like how we just get all those Cubs logos shoved onto one card. And Grace, one of those borderline Hall of Famers, in my opinion. Moving right along to the 2007 Topps card of Justin Verlander. With the Rookie Cup card on there. And, I'd say he's probably, him and Kershaw and Scherzer have to be the most guaranteed locks for modern day pitchers that are eventually going to hit the Hall. Here we got the 2015 Bowman Best David Ortiz card. So this is a super thick card. I don't know a lot about it, but I picked it up at my LCS. Kind of a tougher card to find. Just don't know a whole lot about it. But I just like that image of Ortiz. We'll end it with some Bryce Harper. There on the stand, we got the 2016 Topps base card of his. Really love that image of Harper. And here we got the 2020 Topps 2030 insert card of Harper in my hands. So appreciate you guys watching, and take care and stay safe, everybody. Thanks again.